Hey, WN55, what do you mean? Which mechanic was cheering? That's interesting. Huh. Not too good. All right, guys. Holy shit. What a race. Woo! Sexton's mechanic was cheering when he went down? Huh. That's weird. So that's funny. YouTube's so conservative that JD, what up? Sexton actually got a warning. I had to unlock it here because it has sexual innuendo. That's his actual name. Blessings, lawn and outdoor service. Have enough of Lawrence Brothers and then praising Webb. Why is that? Webb's solid. Did you see him come all the way back? Like the dude is rock solid. And the Lawrences, I mean, you got a dominant Jet Lawrence followed by his brother on the other side. Fake news on mechanic. Yeah, I'd have to see that. I didn't see it, so yeah, I don't think there's I have a hard time with somebody's yeah. Um I don't know. But let's start with the 250s, guys. Jet Lawrence, dude, the kid's so good. I cannot wait to see him in the 450 class. I think he'll just slot right into those top 5. Um RJ Hampshire, I didn't know that he had a ruptured spleen, guys. That's gnarly. Him and Cameron McAdoo are a couple of just absolute beasts. Those guys are so tough. They're too tough for their own good, actually. Uh, you actually, ride with a ruptured spleen, you will die. Like it's crazy. Cameron McAdoo, though, what a stupid move. Why would you do that to Pierce Brown? That's dumb. Now, if you guys remember correctly, Pierce Brown is the guy who broke his leg. Um, so McAdoo, there's a little bit of love lost. You don't have to hold up in that corner and take him down like you do because Pierce is going to come back. Last time he broke your damn leg. So maybe don't fuck with that guy. Pierce Brown is nobody to be messed with. Levi Kitchen came through the pack, looked really good. But you can't start, 15th against those guys and let them get out there ahead. Enzo Lopes came strong. He also looked pretty good towards the end, but you start back there, you're not going to be up with those guys. Max Voland, I was a little disappointed in Max. I don't know what's going on with Max. I don't know. I thought he would be faster than that. I'm not sure if it's confidence or what. But I really expected Max to be a little better than going backwards to 7th. That was unexpected from what I saw. Mitchell Oldenburg, I love that guy, but I didn't even notice him. To be honest with you, I didn't even notice him out there. He's virtually invisible. But 8th place is a solid finish. Cole Thompson, badass Canadian, rounding out 9th. And Mitchell Harrison on the top 10. Yeah, Volan's a long ways from where he should be. Points in this it's pretty much over in the 250 class. Jet's gonna go. I mean, it is what it is. But the 450s, dear Lord, it looked like it was gonna be boring, and then it wasn't. You can say a lot of things about Chase Sexton, but you cannot say he's not exciting. Cooksey Mob, Eric West, what up, my brother? But yeah, Chase Sexton, it was funny because I was texting with Coach and Johnny, and literally everybody, the question we all started texting each other is, does he throw it away? Does he throw it away? And damn it, he threw it away. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Rick, I think Hampshire could win if he gets a start, but I didn't know he's been off the bike this whole time with a ruptured spleen or broken spleen, whatever you want to call it. I've had that injury. Is no fun because once you crack the spleen, it emits like a poison into your body. That's why people die from ruptured spleens. And the fact that he's back this quick is scary. And it takes a serious hit to rupture the spleen. Damn. But yeah, Chase Sexton, we're all talking about it. I thought for sure this poor guy is getting worse. This is like the yips, like Chuck Knobloch throwing it to first base. When he gets the lead, he's done. Pat, thank you for telling everyone to hit the thumbs up. I much appreciate it. This is the first time I've done an overreaction, but what do you do? Like if I'm Chase Sexton's mechanic, and I don't know, or anyone around him, he's so fast. I mean, he's a second faster than everybody. And then I don't know what happens to him. He just goes away. It's absolutely insane. I've seen some guys throw away races. I've seen Tomac do some stuff, but I've never seen anyone absolutely have them one, and literally hand them away. Um, Mater Ferguson, he needs Adderall like Stu. Probably. Something's up. It's not normal. Uh, Gosh dang. And then Webb coming up, and I mean, and that track would, for the record, this is an easy track to make a mistake on. The problem with Sexton is the history. We're looking at all, like, how many times it was last year, this year, the year before. It's more than just a pattern. Like, this is every single time. Like, he's rarely actually closing them out. Even the race he won, the Triple Crown, he made a mistake, but luckily with the Triple Crown, you were able to do it. Let's see. Cooper Webb, you guys got to understand, he is so tough. He's definitely not the fastest guy, but he's mentally tougher than almost anybody out there. Well, Tomac's pretty fucking tough too. Gosh, he's so good. And he knew. It's almost like these guys know, get in second place, keep Sexton, keep him within range, kind of. He'll make a mistake. They just know that. It's like they know it. He knows it. Everybody in the building knows it. We're just waiting for it. It's almost like it's manifesting itself every single time. If I'm Sexton, I literally go to a sports psychologist or a hypnotist and just try and figure this out. But how about Plessinger, guys, quietly getting up there to fourth place? He was fast. He did 107.3, which was really quick. He was getting through the whoops. He's comfortable. Jason Anderson, yeah, I don't know if I wasn't there. I was watching on TV like you guys. I have to think he had a crash or something, or a tip over, or a mistake to drop back like he did because he was up there. Yeah, I don't know. Barsha, oh, all that goodwill he had from being the victim with Anderson, back out the window. Really, he did not have to take Cincerillo high. Cincerillo gave him the line. And yes, it was a tight place, and he could have just bumped him, but he didn't have to put him down. If you look what Dean and Colt, that was perfect. That's how it's supposed to. That's hard racing. They bumped. Nobody went down. But why did Barsha put him on the ground? I love Barsha. I'm usually a Barsha defender, but that was stupid. I don't know what he was thinking there. And he also put Colt Nichols off. Like, I don't mind if Barsha's doing that to the faster guys, the better guys. But I feel like right now, since Arillo's in a bad spot and Colt is not a serious threat, I feel like you're just being a bully at that point. If he wants to do that to Anderson, I wouldn't be pissed. But if you're going to do that to guys that you're clearly faster than and better than, I'm like, come on, bro. Like, you don't need to. Like, when you can pass them clean, there's no reason to make contact. Barsha should be on probation for that. Stop making the sport salty BMXer. Yeah. Well, and I'm not whining. I'm all for aggressive racing, but what he did to Adam Cincerillo was unnecessary. I'm all for rough racing when you need it, not just picking on guys. Like, we all know Adam's got the hand issue. He's going to get Adam. Just move past him and you're good. Christian Craig, I was disappointed in Craig. I thought he'd be better. I don't know what's going on with him. It's not good, though. Luckily, he's got a contract for next year, but yeah, we'll see. Joey Savacci, top 10. Boom. Looking good. Colt Nichols. So Colt Nichols dropped a 107.9 in the middle of that race when everybody else is in 109s. I don't know what he did that lap or what, but Colt Nichols is really getting used to that 450. He looks good. So let's see. You can do a montage video of the CRF losing 1,000 times since 09. RZ, you're right. Dude, Chase could have his own montage video. Maybe I'll do that and just like maybe look up how many races he's thrown away that he could have won. I would say that's 9 now. Real JD Hampshire with a dislocated shoulder and still ripping. Dude, that guy he's an absolute savage beast. Like, I don't understand the pain tolerance that both him and Cameron McAdoo have. Although McAdoo thanking himself on the podium, I'm sorry, it just comes off douchey. I want so badly to like McAdoo, but he does stuff like that, and he just comes across as a guy that I just wouldn't like. Um, I don't know what's like. I can't help but respect him. That I respect. He's a warrior. He's one of the baddest dudes. But I'm just disappointed in the way he just comes across. Like I don't know why that is. He just comes across as I don't know. I don't know how to put it into words, but yeah, real JD. You know what I mean? Like, I want so badly to love McAdoo because he does these things that are just warrior esque, but then he does something completely douchey. Like, remember when, if you guys remember right, he's the guy at Atlanta who does all that crazy stuff, and then they crash in the whoops, and he stepped on Pierce Brown's torso to get back to his bike, and that's why Pierce was so pissed, it took him out and broke his leg in the outdoors. Um, but let's see. Kale Mitchell, it's impossible to like him. He is in a danger to himself and everyone on the track. He knows it. So he has to fluff his ego, like you're saying. Yeah, maybe that's it, Kale. Maybe that's it. Zach, so McAdoosh, you said it, not me. He's definitely whackers. If I had to race against him, I would probably want to murder him, but I don't. I like watching him. I love the grit that he shows, but I don't know. You're right. He at some point that same grit becomes a hazard and he starts hurting other people. But hey, how about Pierce Brown? You guys were calling me crazy for putting him in fifth. And what did he end up? Fifth. Yes, he put it down twice, but or well, he was put down and then he put it down. But hey, he looked good. It's nice to see Pierce Brown. I mean, from where he's at. Nick Stewart, what happened to Kenny at the end of the main? Faded. I don't know what else to say. He's riding that Suzuki. Okay, here's the thing about that Suzuki. When the track's prepped and it's really good and hard packed, the bike works awesome. But when it gets soft, rutted, and sketchy, when you have to have a nimble, quick bike, I just don't think it's there. Um, Ranger Power, the chassis. That's what I mean. It works, but it doesn't work in all the conditions. And you're right, that Suzuki Plastics makes it look it just looks big, and I don't know. I don't know what happened to Moss. I was disappointed. He was down in like 8th or ninth, and then I don't know if the bike broke or if he crashed or what, but he definitely DNF'd. And like I said, I haven't got a chance to text people, find out what's going on. I just jumped right on here. That's what we're calling it, the rapid overreaction. Ranger Power, you were there? He went down? I didn't see it. So um, Sexton. Oh, what would you guys tell Sexton if he's your son and you got to go to him after the race and you say, "Hey, Chase, what do you tell him? Do you tell him great job? Do you tell him what the fuck? Do you tell him what do you do with Chase Sexton? If I let's play a mental coach and say, "Hey, how do you guys fix Chase Sexton?" I would go to Chase and I would say, "I don't know what I don't even know." Like, yeah, Jeremy Stevenson. F it, keep racing. I love it. Let's see, unblock that one. Uh, Matt Ferguson, wake the F up. Talk to Cooper Webb. It'll come together sooner or later. He needs to go see a sports. I 100%. I'm with you, Harold Gray. Sports psychologist is what he needs. I think he should probably look into possibly hypnosis. I think he needs to do a little bit more, maybe like meditation towards the end of those races and like have like a practice. I would tell him like, listen, hey, it's cool, let it go. You're still in the points. This thing's right there. Not a big deal. It's only as big a deal as you make it. So what I would do if I were you is I would just meditate, zone in, picture yourself hitting everything perfectly. Don't worry about this. Like a good quarterback. They say the best quarterbacks can throw 3 interceptions, but then they're throwing that passing and they're not thinking about those 3 interceptions. They're thinking about the next touchdown. And that's kind of how you have to get. And that's what I would recommend. Let's see. That's what I would recommend he do. Expandable youth. I'd tell him quit being a pussy and take that W. Oh, that's awesome. Bob Kinney, he did do a great job. Damn, got to be 5 or 6. Actually, I think it's 8. He was 5 as of last year, and he's thrown away 2 or 3 this year. Is it 2? Well, 3 if you count the first one. Muppet, that was a damn good race. Yeah, but gosh, he's so close. Like he's so close to being the dominant force in this sport. He's a guy straight up that can beat Eli indoors and out on any given day, but he's just a little bit off. and maybe it is. So let's see. Joe K, fastest lap in last 4 and always falls. Sexton can do it. Let's see. Oh, it moved on me. Sexton can do it. Next clickbait. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. We'll come up with some sort of cool clickbait. But you guys know I do clickbait. You have to on YouTube. That's just the way it is. Pierce Brown, haul ass, needs some luck. He does. Jose Melio. Yeah, I like Pierce Brown. He's a good kid. He's been through a lot. He had a bad concussion at the first round. I'm glad they sat him out a little bit. I probably would have sat him out longer, but I'm overly conservative when it comes to that. So it's okay. Just come back, get it together. Top 5 with some battling up there. You know, if he didn't have the incident with McAdoo, there's a good chance he's on the podium. But yeah, Pierce he's building, and that's what you can ask for from this kid right now. He needs to get some results in. Yeah, Simp Dog Matt Moss is going to be a podium guy in the next few weeks. In a few weeks, I don't know if I would say a podium guy, but I definitely see a top 5 in his future. He's the best, most accomplished rider that has ever been on a Bar X Suzuki. I don't know how that all came together, but damn, if they could have got him, they should have got him sooner. Muppet, I guess he went down, is what I heard. I didn't see it. I don't know. I don't know if he broke the bike or what. I hope he's okay. Expandable youth. Jet should ride a 450 when it swings back east. I 100% agree. Did you guys see Hampshire? I believe Hampshire's riding the 450 at Daytona. Boom. What do you guys see RJ Hampshire on the 450? I think he'll be right around 5 to 10, right there with Christian Craig, Cooper, and those guys. Like I don't know, but then again, with his aggressive style, will it translate to the 450? Or sometimes you take a crazy guy like Hampshire, you put him on the 450, and it smooths him out. I don't know. True Groms, 2 more laps and Webb wins. Yes, possibly. But then again, Tomac slowed down quite a bit, but then he made the mistake. Yeah, I don't know. Supertramp Sexton is not even close out. Yeah, you're right. 7 points. It's funny. We're all acting like it's the end of the world because it feels like the end of the world. And I guess if I was in his corner, that's what I'd probably try and preach to him. Hey, you're only 7 points out. Let it go, man. It was a mistake. Mistakes happen. The best riders in the world make mistakes. But if he wins this championship, nobody will remember all these mistakes. Remember how hard we were on Eli Tomac when he had those weird Eli rides, and he was going to be the best rider to never win a championship. Now he's got 2. We don't talk about it. I mean, we talk about him when he got 5th, but we don't talk about like he's, not good. Anderson, he's in his own head, and I don't know if you guys were on the show earlier, I talked about his team manager not having his back. Dan Fahey really took a bitch route, saying that Anderson's riding makes the sport look bad and they don't want to be about it. I'm like, that's lame, man. Team manager, even if you feel that way, go talk to him in the back of the truck. Do not do that in public. That's bullshit. Yeah. So let's see. Let's run down the results here. Dean Wilson, guys. Dean looked pretty racy. He looked good. Yeah, Harold Gray. I don't know Dan Fahey personally. I just know what he said, and I know how you should be. How many coaches go and throw their player under the bus to the media? Not coaches that keep their jobs, that's for sure. Yeah, it was pretty stupid. Justin Hill, where was Justin Hill? Justin Hill, 13th. He's kind of creeping up there towards that top 10. He's getting a little bit better. Josh Hill. Oh, no, Josh Hill, 13. Justin Hill, 14. Wow. Josh Hill getting by Justin Hill. Damn. Simp Dog. Kawasaki's are some stuck-up a-holes. Well, it's starting to look that way. It sure doesn't. It's not a good look for Kawasaki when Eli Tomac can't get the parts that he wants, gets the parts that he wants from Yamaha, and dominates everything. And they had this guy the year before, and he was back there, and they were telling him he's wrong. And clearly, when it comes to that, results matter. And if I'm Kawasaki, maybe I'm looking at changing a little atmosphere change over there. I don't know. So brown shit. I don't know what that means. Yeah, Hill Brothers are awesome. They're good people. Let's see. Justin Cooper was down or way back early, charged back. I don't know what happened to him off the start, but he definitely didn't do good. But hey, that's another top 10, and that's for a guy who was limited. Yeah, he's really good. I would say, I mean, Craig got seventh, but and Nichols was ninth, but Justin Cooper's riding better than both those guys, in my opinion. Well, maybe not Colt tonight because Colt was fast with that turn with that the one lap and Colt, but I don't know. They're all right there, but I don't know. I just really expected more out of Craig. But yeah, Sexton, geez, poor guy. You have to be a real bad person to be happy for what happens to him. Like, dude, that's just got to hurt. I mean, the amount of effort that Chase Sexton puts in, it's almost unmeasured. Did you guys see the picture of Aaron Plessinger signing the girl's boob? Oh my God. If you don't like Plessinger, I would like to wonder why. Like, he is the most likable, cool, silly dude you'll ever meet. He can flat out fly. He doesn't take life too seriously. The Sexton thing, Dino Lupi, dude, it almost the Sexton thing. Even if you're not a Sexton fan, you have to feel a little bit bad for him if you have a heart. Pat, he says, I bet Plessinger's wife makes him sleep on the couch tonight. Yeah, but she's got to understand. Listen, if there's any of these dudes that aren't out doing stuff, it would be Plessinger. I don't think he's that type of guy. I think he's rock solid, and he's a great family man. But yes, he doesn't take it too serious. If a girl wants to sign, he signs. It's not like, I mean, it was nothing. It wasn't too bad. It was just funny. It was very, very Ricky Bobby of him, I should say. So anyway, guys, that's it for the overreaction. Maybe I'll start doing this more often, and I'll actually prep a little bit better show for you. But I just wanted to try this and see how it goes. So, but let's see. I'll answer a couple questions and then I will bounce. Let's see. Everyone did great. Made the sport better. What's the fascination with making the sport better? That's what cracks me up. I love, and I do this too. I'm absolutely guilty of this too. Why is it that motocross people, we all act like this is our own sport, we own it, and we don't want people doing anything that will hurt it. And it's weird because that doesn't really matter. But when I see people hiding behind it to criticize somebody else, it drives me crazy. If you don't like what somebody's doing, just tell them you don't like what they're doing. Don't say it's bad for the sport. It's almost like saying, oh, so-and-so said that that's a bad thing to do. So I don't know. It is the best sport on the planet, Ranger Power. But I think that we all just need to lighten up and remember it's dirt bikes. Let's have some fun. Let's sign some tits. Let's, don't freak out over a takeout move as long as it's not in a way where it's going to hurt somebody. What Barsha did to AC was dirty, but it wasn't like it wasn't dangerous. So hey, screw it. It is what it is. Kevin Chafin, get Hopper on here next time. I'd love to. I don't know how to do live streams over the Zoom call. Hopper's the man when it comes to that. I need to go to school with him. But anyway, I might be moving out to Phoenix, and you'll see a lot more of Hopper and Cooksey shows together in studio. Maybe we'll take it next level if I can do that. So anyway, guys, thank you for everything. I love the support, and I'll catch you guys later.